same energy. Work on being better when I'm 70.
Good evening, good people. Welcome back, Boss Conversations with Janeah. I have another mogul here. He's going to help me kick off season 2, episode 1. I have been waiting to interview this guy, this gentleman, for probably about 6 months now. So I'm really excited to talk to him about everything that he's got going on and shared all of this knowledge with you guys. He's hailing from the East Coast. So without further ado, let me welcome my boy, C.E.L.L Beatz. Welcome,
Yeah.
bro. Woo, 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 woo.
What's up? What's going on, Janeah? Boss Conversations. What's going on? We are finally connected. Literally, we're finally connected. Oh, if y'all
Good
knew, if
people.
y'all knew.
We just turned into techies, okay, trying to get
Listen.
connected, but we did it.
Everybody, you had a roll. You had a roll. You had a roll. Fire up. Chrome, you had a roll. Safari, you did too. Not for the better, but yeah. But we here. We live.
We here. And I am so happy to be here because we've been waiting a while to do this. So we're going to get this done, okay? So
Get it done,
again,
baby.
people, I said I'm welcoming C.E.L.L Beatz. He hails from the East Coast. So I would love for you to tell the people what's your name, the name of your business, your companies, all that you do with the boss hats that you wear.
The word "sell" is a chameleon. It's kind of like the 4 seasons: cold, warm, hot, slight chill, then back to cold again. Live your season, live in style, be who you are. C.E.L.L Beatz sweatsuit collection available now.
Yes. So as Janeah has eloquently stated, I am your boy C.E.L.L Beatz, headed from Brooklyn, New York, from East Flatbush, Brownsville section. You know what I'm saying? Um, the name of my brand, as you can see right here, is all dubbed everywhere. We have C.E.L.L Beatz Productions, C.E.L.L Beatz Productions, founded in 2014, and the merch clothing line with the C.E.L.L Beatz clothing apparel was founded in 2017. So, but as first and foremost, I'm a musician first. I started as a musician, a rapper, producer, then turned into the clothing and apparel business. All this while having a 9 to 5. So multiple streams of income, many things that I do, and this right here kind of changed my life because I've seen it a different way than just to be the average 9 to 5, working for 40 years, retiring at 65, and not enjoying the youth of your life. You're working more than you're actually enjoying the fruit of your labor, per se. So I wanted to get a head start and do this for myself. I didn't even see this coming. I just started somewhere so I could go outside and say, hey, you know who I am? Until people started asking, I like that. You got that in blue? You got that in green? You got that in a hat? You got that in a long sleeve? I did a long sleeve. You got that in a hoodie or a sweatshirt? When those questions came to me and the people will pay me for it, I was never looking to sell clothes and merchandise and apparel. I was using it to wear. Promotion. Promotion and profit and revenue. So I'm just thinking about the promotion part, but the extra equation, the missing piece to the equation, you know these math problems where we get A squared plus B squared equals C squared? No.
Right.
Promotion, plus, profit, plus exposure, you know what I'm saying, plus revenue equals success.
Come on.
Entrepreneur route it's literally like a map, and it's leading you it's different tracks, different routes leading to the same goal, but you add in attributes as you go along this journey. You know what I'm saying? Not just one thing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Layers.
But you don't realize that until you go on and see different things and new opportunities when stuff is presented to you. You never think about that before. And maybe some business owners and some people do when they have a clear-cut vision. But my vision was just to get my name out there. What is something that can get my name out there? I didn't know that I was going to turn into cellbeatsmerch.com, different sweatsuits, hoodies, apparel. Like, this is a full blown, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, operation. And I'm still learning, and I still got a long way to go. I am nowhere near where I want to be, but the trajectory is high. It is very high. Very high.
Love it.
So high. Elevated and lifted. So that's the long rundown of what C.E.L.L Beatz production
good.
is.
It's good. I'm glad that you gave us the long rundown, because what I focus on the most out of what you said is that you started with a smaller vision that just blew up into a whole bunch of visions, and it ultimately is giving you a bigger vision, one that you didn't have from the get-go. And so that's good, because that means you're growing, you're blossoming, and you're adding different elements and layers to you as a person and as a businessman. So with all the things that you named, where exactly did you start? Did you start as a rap artist? Did you start rapping, or did you start writing, or both?
Excellent question. That is a very good question, because there's a difference between rapping. Rapping is when you just put words together, you rapping in front of people. You trying to, like, you know, you got a little skill, you trying to bust a little rhyme or something. Writing is something where you perfecting your craft and you thinking out your thoughts and you put it on paper, and you just, it's kind of like you're writing a book, like an audio book. You're writing out an audio book, because this is thing for people to listen to, right? So I started out as a writer. I used to write poetry when I was young. Then, not a lot of people know that, but I started out with poetry. Then it started with, like, I was always into hip hop music. I was always into the sonic sound, right? Like the percussions, the piano, the trumpets, the guitars, the kicks, the snare, the hi-hats, the triangles, the xylophones, you know what I'm saying? Like, all these musical sounds sonically. And I didn't know what these sounds were really when I was younger. I just knew that I liked it. It drew to me. I was attracted to it. I needed to know more. So I followed suit with that. I took that as a mental note. But then, as I get older, you know, going to high school, I used to have like composition books I could show you. Like, I have composition books, a plethora of them, where it's just like nothing but rhymes, nothing but lyrics, nothing but poetry, nothing but ideas I had in my head. Like, I'm talking about like the whole damn composition, black and white composition books, talking about that. You know what I'm saying? So I use that as a guideline to, like, and granted, when you start off with something, it's not going to be perfect. It's not going to be a Picasso painting. It's not going to be a Biggie Smalls 5 mic album from the source. It's not going to be that.
Right.
It's just going to be something that you take head on, and you're going to make sure that whatever you're doing, you perfect your craft along the way, and know that whatever you put down is not good enough. It's never good enough. Because if your best is good enough, that means you're at your best. Because you think that's your best, but there's always another level you can get to. There's always another level.
And you should always be trying to top that.
Yeah. Let your body of work speak for itself. Don't beat your own chest. Don't pat yourself in the back so many times. And I mean so many times. I mean, it's good to pat yourself in the back to acknowledge the hard work you put in, but understand that there's a lot more work to do, because this is not your apex. I've been breathing. There's no limit. The sky is the limit. And the sky is everlasting. Where's the sky? Into space. That's still the sky. It's just out of space.
Right.
So that's why they always say you gotta think out of this world. When you think out of this world, you're thinking away from your comfortability. It's okay to be uncomfortable. It's something that's greater that's lying ahead.
So you started writing first. Now,
Yes.
when did you say, oh, I'm a good poet, I could be a good rapper, or I'm a good poet, I could be a great rapper. When did that transition, or how did you transition into that?
Um, I guess because when I was writing, I was just writing my thoughts, and then I was writing off of rap instrumentals that I like rap songs. So what I would do is when I would write to the cadence of some of my favorite songs. So okay, let's say since we doing Chicago, I'm gonna talk about Kanye, College Dropout. Let's say a song from College Dropout or Late Registration, the old Kanye, right? And I'll just get like I don't know, let's say Through the Wire or something like that. Whatever the flow was on there, I try to mimic that when I was writing it down. Let's see, let's go to home base. Let's go like Jay-Z or Nas, any of their records, some of their old classic albums. I would just go back and I just remember like the Reasonable Doubt album, the Illmatic, that it was written. I was trying to go in some of the album cuts. You know what I'm saying? The album cuts, not really the commercial tracks, just to write them down. Like, this guy flows ill. Yo, I want to just start spitting like that.
Right.
So I just started writing it down. Like, but then when I tried to mimic it, I was terrible because I was trying to be someone
To
I
be like
wasn't.
somebody else.
But instead of taking the influence and molding my own style, I didn't learn that younger, but I had to go through that, even though it wasn't good. But I had to go through that. If I never went through that, I wouldn't be writing today with that realization that you gotta take stuff from here, 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 and mold your own, like in a jambalaya pot, and that's on the musical side. You feel me? So I had to learn that throughout the way, but I kept doing that, kept going. I didn't stop. I kept writing,
Right.
kept going. But it really brought
Just
me over
adjusted.
my eyes.
You
Pivoted,
properly adjusted.
adjusted. Because I can show you some, I can show you some stuff from 2010. I'm like, Jesus Lord, this guy's hot garbage. Where they do that at?
You did say that you birthed all of this trying to get your name out there as an artist, right? Cool. So, how did you come up with the C.E.L.L Beatz production logo? Because I love your logo. And also, shout out to you and thank you so much for sending me the free keychain. That's like that little thing that's glowing next to you. You guys, he just has such nice. This logo is so nice, but I ordered this shirt and I ordered a sweater from the brother, and he has a little keychain tag that he sends, and it's so dope. I like the little keychain. How did you come up with this logo?
Well, shout out to one of my best friends, Quinn Studio. She was the one that came up with both logo ideas. She came up with the main logo back in 2016. So here's a funny nugget. The logo came out before the merch. And when the logo came out, it was never intended to be on merch. It was just to be on like something like this, banners, you know what I'm saying? Like media, digital, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
So
right.
it wasn't intended to be that designed as a clothing line. It was just a logo to see what people know where to go, who this is, like promotion, right?
Right.
So since I'm a music producer, I just told, because it went through different like I went through different like phases where like there was different logos like beta versions, you know. So it was like so I had like I don't know. It was just more such. I needed something that describes who I am as a musician and as a brand. Something that's eye candy. Something that's like straight to the point. So with the waves, like if you can see here, that's frequencies. You know, in musical frequencies, you know
Right,
things. The bars go up and
right.
down, up and down. And somebody pointed this to me too a while back. It could be like piano keys as well, because originally the logo was
Also,
black and white.
it looks like a dumbbell.
I'm glad you brought that up, because when I was doing a pop-up a couple months ago, somebody said that reminded them like weights. I'm like, you know what? That was the first time I ever thought of it like that. I never seen it as like weights because weights had come in different shapes and sizes and
Yeah.
whatnot. But now when that person mentioned it to me, I'm like, damn, you're right. It look like some goddamn bells, like on a dumbbell. You know?
Really, sometimes you just don't know how the Most High is working in your favor when you're just doing little stuff. Because, like, to me as somebody who's been following you for not a very long time, but I've been following you for some months now, and I see you always working out. Well, when you work out in your actual clothes, your merch, your merchandise, if I saw you in the gym, I probably wouldn't equate that to the musical frequencies. If I was in the gym, I would be like, damn,
Working.
what he got going on? I would want to know because I would think that has something to do with some weights. But then when I saw C.E.L.L Beatz production, it would make me want to step to you like, bro, what's this all about? What's this all about? So, like you said, you created this for promotions to get your name out there, to get this is your brand, pretty much to get your brand out there. And it's very intriguing. Once you started doing all of these different things, what adjustments did you have to make in life? Like, did you have to make some adjustments as a person? Did you have to be more on top of things, like sleep less? What adjustments have you made as a person with your business ventures?
I haven't made a lot of adjustments because like I was just living just to live and just do whatever. But knowing that I have something that resonates with people, that people are watching your next move and they're intrigued, they want to see what you're going to do, how serious you are with it. Because people, before people support you, they watch you. Before they even send a DM, before they even like a picture, they
Right.
go on your story or they maybe view your stuff, but they won't like it. They will just see how serious you are with your business and your brand and what you do and how consistent you are. I think if you, because this is a world, day and age now where out of sight, out of mind. So if you want to stay within that, that business of like you always pop up, maybe not you always pop up, but your name and your logo, your brand, somebody else wearing your stuff, that pops up frequently, ties you back all the way to the source. So the adjustments I had to make was like, okay, I used to wear Nike all the time. I used to wear Adidas. I used to wear Puma. I still got them. I used to wear St. John's Bay. I used to wear, what you call it? So I used to wear all kind of stuff, academics. I used to wear like all kind of shirts, and you know what I'm saying, like graffiti stuff or like things. And I may still wear that here and there, but I realize that this is like my identity. This is my life. It's my brand. This is me. It's a part of me that I'm sharing with the world. So why not showcase that everywhere I go and not apologize for it? Because you're always going to get people to ask you questions when you wear something that they're not used to seeing. They're used to seeing wearing Nike. They're used to seeing wearing Balenciaga's. That's more on the pricey side. But I'm just saying, name brand stuff. You know what I mean? When you wear something that's abstract and different that you don't see in stores, and I'm the only one that has has it, it hits different when because you create conversation, you create dialogue, you create opportunities, and you also network with others that you never know that you can help them or how you can help them or how they can help you or how y'all can work together. You know what I'm saying? Like they're great at this where I'm lacking, and I'm great at this where they're lacking. So it's like a help, and I'm always open to. I had to be more open to criticism or suggestions. I couldn't be like I know it all because I don't. Before, yeah, I used to think like that. I used to think, oh, you can't tell me this. They're only talking about this. But I took suggestions. I went to YouTube University. It's free. YouTube University is free. I just want to stress that. And I looked at videos of like entrepreneurs, clothing businesses or business models, what worked, what didn't work. how to keep customers happy and coming back, how to interact with people, how to connect with people. Because you can't be selfish when you have your business. You can be selfish in terms of what you present, but you can't be selfish when it comes to interaction. You act like you don't care about your customers or people that actually support you. So you have to put them first, and you have to care. You have to. You can't just push it out and then not ask people just to say this is what it is. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna support it or not. You take suggestions, read the comments, read the reviews, take that into consideration. Like, what's your experience like? What would you do different? Or what color? What this and that? And they'll tell you, I'm like, I'm gonna definitely keep that in mind. And then you follow suit and you make that change, dedicate to that customer. That customer is gonna always have your back because you took the time out to listen. Where they didn't expect you to change your stuff because it's your business. So when they tell you something and you change it because of them, it's not something that's going to hurt your business or hurt your brand. Customers keep the lights on. The NBA and the NFL and all these sports, all these things of celebrities, ticket box offices for these actors. Who keeping the lights on? People got to support and buy, right? You're making a risk. You have a $10 million, you have a $100 million budget on a film that you assume is going to hit number one with that kind of budget, right? Well, who's going to make that return for you? The people.
Right.
You have to be careful what you say to people, your customers, and how you treat them, especially during pop-ups. That's why during pop-ups, I make sure I talk to people. I'm not expecting everybody to buy at my table. At first, I ain't gonna lie, shit. I was like, everybody come to my table, I gotta make this sale. I gotta make this shit. You came to my table, you want something, what's up? What's up with it? Lately, I've been thinking like, you know what, let me talk to them. Because every time when they ask for a business card, they ain't buying nothing. But
you already know.
I already know that I've been through that block. But what I do is I have like electronic cards and I show them on their phone so they can stay connected. I talk to them. I say, what's your favorite color? What you like to do? What do you do? What do you do? You know what I'm saying? What is your, you know what I'm saying? I try to find something where they close. I'm a sneakerhead, so if I see you with sneakers, we're going to talk about sneakers. We don't even got to talk about what we got going on. We're going to talk about sneakers. I just want to build that connection with you. You know what I'm saying? Of all ages. Contact me whenever. I'm accessible. You know what I'm saying? I'm not one of the people that's going to forget. You text me, you call me, let me know. And then I'm going to have it ready for you.
Speaking of that, we've only really looked at that logo. And I haven't even mentioned to you guys that the shirt that I'm wearing is one of his shirts. And this is the eye exam shirt. And as you see, it says C.E.L.L Beatz production.
August 2014.
Y'all, even though I got on glasses, I still can't read I can't read.
Well, Janeah,
the smallest line.
But you did your eye exam though, right? You did your eye exam.
I did my eye exam, right? And so you guys, he talks about him wearing this stuff all the time. The reason I ordered this shirt is because I kept seeing him with all these different jogging suits, these different hoodies. And when I saw him in one of them that was yellow, anybody that's been following my show, y'all know I love my yellow. And I have a couple of these hats. So I was like, damn, let me get that yellow. But bro, during the whole process, he didn't just take my money. He's messaging me. This shirt is a small. And he's like, you sure you don't want a medium? In case you need a little extra room. And I feel like you set me up. I ain't told you this yet, but I feel like you set me up because if you wouldn't have asked me that, I wouldn't have gained 10 pounds and the shirt would have had room in it. But since you asked me that, I gained some weight. And a few weeks ago, this joint was a medium on me for real. Like I could barely put it down. So I was like, damn, I should have took that medium that he offered. But nevertheless, I'm just saying that to say, you guys, and he did not know me. This is the most we've ever really interacted. We interact on social media. That's how we met each other, on social media through a back channel business platform. And that's how we met each other. So this is the most communication we're doing because I want to be very, open and honest with everybody. You guys know that a lot of the bosses that I've interviewed, I've known for years, and I know a lot about them. This is not a boss that I've known for years, so I'm not bigging him up because it's my homie. I'm bigging him up because it's the way he worked. Like he straight communicated with me. And like with everything that we've done, there was a color that he didn't have that I wanted. And bro told me, look, at this date is when I'm getting my next shipment. You want that color? You got that color. And as soon as he got it in, he hit me up and said, look, I got your shit. Sorry, y'all. He ain't say, he might have said shit, might not have. He's like, I got your stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
It's about to be mailed out to you. And I didn't have to remind him. I didn't have to keep hitting him up like, I paid you 3 weeks ago. Where my stuff at? He straight communicated with me. And that shows that you care and that you are in tune with your customer. Because if you don't make me feel like you care about that, I'm not going to want to buy nothing else from you. No matter how fly it is. I don't care. So I appreciate that.
Of course, Janeah. And to piggyback off of that, um, whenever somebody pays for something that I don't have in stock, I make it my business to be your first priority. Your first priority, because you paid for a product that I currently don't have in stock, but you rock with me enough to still want to do it. Like whenever you get it, no, 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 no. I'm gonna make sure you're gonna get that in a timely manner. You know what I'm saying? And if it's delayed, that word delay has been a goddamn shit this last hour delay. It's an inside joke, y'all, but the delay of anything, I will let you know, and then like I'll be damn right annoying. Like, hey, listen, this is the update and everything, because then I'm hitting my manufacturer up, who's outstanding, who I've been using since day one when I started this. Um, I'm like one of the best customers to get my stuff. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, hey, I got these clients here. Like they paid for me already. You think you could put me above the line? Like I just go above and beyond because I don't play that. When someone pays for something, especially when I try to ship out the next day, if I have it, I try to ship it out the next day because sometimes I may be at work and they buy some at work. I'm like, you know what? Tomorrow I'm shipping it out because I'm at work right now. Or if I suspect someone says they're gonna buy it, I bring it to work with me. And then when I do it, okay, I'm going to the mail post office right now. It's like 3 blocks from my job. I'm gonna go in right now. I brought it with me because I always want to provide fast service and good reviews, and that's customer service. You know what I mean? So I just make sure that I cater to people and not just make it all about the money. You know what I mean? You know, of course, it's money with the business. That's going to come. It's how you interact with
Right.
people, that how they remember you by. You make them want to come back later. You don't have to buy now. You can buy later. You know what I'm saying? We're going to work on
People
something. If
remember
you like,
experiences.
yeah, if you like something, you see, if you like a hat, if you like a t-shirt, if you like a hoodie, I can help you with the decision. I'm like this. You don't got to blow all your money right here. This is what we're finna do. If you like this and you want this, I'll knock it down for you. You know what I'm saying? I'm willing to knock it down for you because it's the last one left. Or if I'm feeling be like nice, I may throw that in there on the house. I may throw that in there. You know what I'm saying? Because if you buy one, because I had a mantra like if you're a first time customer, buy one get one free. You know what I'm saying? Like if you're a first time customer, I'm just using these different business practices like make that customer feel welcome. The best thing, people love
Right.
free stuff. But
Yep.
I know you don't. But then again, as a business person, you don't want to take a loss too. So same thing, make that purchase. Don't even tell them. Just throw in something. I'm just going to throw in there. Like,
Yeah,
yo, you know
like the
what?
keychain.
Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna throw in stuff in there. I'm gonna make you feel the presentation, like my packaging. I make sure in the investments I make in my packaging, details, stickers, fridge magnets,
Yeah.
keychains, little stuff, wristbands. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if I gave you a wristband, but wristbands. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Like, can you get a wristband?
I got the stickers and the magnetic thing
I
and
must
the
have switched. I
keychain.
ran out. I ran out.
I'm glad you went where you went because the next you led right into the next question I wanted to ask you. Being that this was not a vision for you to sell merchandise and things of that nature, how did you feel about your pricing when you first started pricing? Because I know how much your products are, and they are comparable to other people who take their brand seriously. Who take their brand seriously. You know, you have to be in here to learn, or somebody's gonna have to tell you through their wisdom, and you be wise enough to listen. to learn that you never want to start by underpricing yourself. If you want to have something that is supposed to be of value, because if everybody starts getting it at $20 and now you want to come up to $65, we're not going to do that. We're not going to do that. That's you just going to lose a lot of your market because you brought your market in at $20. So I was very happy when I saw your prices. I wasn't happy for my pocket per se. But I also wasn't like, damn, I've seen worse. But I was happy when I saw that you priced your products accordingly. Did you start off pricing accordingly, or did you have to learn a lesson? And how are you with with what was that journey like with pricing all of your merchandise?
um, Beautiful introduction to the pricing thing, because pricing is the meat and potatoes of selling your apparel and your clothing, your merchandise, and whatever you want to distribute to the public. But I think for me, when I first started out, I didn't know about profit margin. I didn't know about um, material costs, the fabrics, what people like and what they wanted. Like the whole thing goes back to getting the name out there. So I didn't understand pricing until I'm paying for the inventory. So at first, I'll give you a little journey. So the t-shirts, I was selling shirts for like 15 bucks. Hats, 15 bucks, 10 to 15 bucks, 20 bucks, right? I think it's like a flea market I'm doing here. Then I was like hoodies. I was like, I don't want to charge too much. Hoodies could be 25 bucks. Hoodies, $25? Unheard of. Unheard of. But I started out like that because I didn't know pricing. I didn't understand, because I was scared that I was going to overcharge people to buy because they didn't know who I was. So if there's
Right.
something that you're unfamiliar with, I had to experiment. Like, you know what? Let me sell it. I guess 20, 25 sounds about right, without doing the information in the backstory to know what's the proper pricing in terms of
Right.
fabric, shipping costs, freight costs, material costs, rush costs, colors, popularity, what sells the most. You don't have a trajectory. You don't have like a trajectory of like what's selling high, what's your popular product, what's your least favorite product, what's the new product coming in, what do people look for, what's the color that's selling, things like that. I didn't know that. It was just black and white, black and gold, and then started getting beanies, and then started getting hats and stuff like that. But then once I understood how much it costs from my manufacturer, and I asked them like how was, because I had to figure out the proper margin myself. Like, wait a second, if I'm buying this for $10 per unit, and I'm selling them for $10 per unit, or $15 per unit, not counting shipping, not counting freight costs, and you have to ship it out if you're mailing the thing, right? So how much you going to
Yeah.
charge for shipping? How much are you going to? What's your makeup game? Are you really? Because look, if you're going to sell something for $20, right, and you sell something for $10, right, you selling it for 15. Shipping is $9, depending on where you're at in the country. So that's a loss, right? You already took a loss. You already took a loss.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
You're already taking a loss. So I didn't learn. I learned that the hard way, and this is without doing a website. This is me doing it. Damn, just ordering upon request, and then order maybe a little more just to have whatever. Then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna start doing inventory, and I don't have a warehouse. I don't have a warehouse. So what I do is how I track it. I do three different ways of tracking. I write. I'm old school, so I'm young, but well, I'm a young old. I'm old school. I write down stuff. I translate it to my iPhone, and I put like a section in the folder. I type it out. Then I got my little Excel sheet, which I have to update. I'm not gonna lie, I've been slacking on it, but I write down everything. I try not to miss anything. Pop ups may be a little more difficult because it's fast paced, and then maybe I have time, I go off memory and I'll just write it down. But for the most part, for online, even though it's tracked for me, I write it down still. Write it down, and then what I do is I do a profit margin here. Sold for this price. You know what I'm saying? I sold for this price, profit margin was this, material cost this, you know? And then my manufacturer sends me an invoice anyway with the breakdown, like what each one costs per unit, the freight cost, the delivery, all that type of stuff. All that's there. I have all the invoices that I ever did from a manufacturer. I have them all in the folder. So I can see the pricing. So then the more I've seen that, and the more that inventory goes up by certain companies, you get to see how much money you really losing and how much you're making. So now I still try to find a price. I look at the competitors' pricing. You see how much they sell it for. Let's say like Nike. People are going to buy Nike Adidas no matter what. They're going to have something for $60, $70, $80 and they're going to buy it because it's Nike or Adidas.
Yep, no matter what.
No matter what. But if it's C.E.L.L Beatz Productions, Sally who? Where's Sally who? But I don't know me no me out here. Right? So it's kind of like everybody got amnesia. I don't know what the hell it is. Which is fine. Not offended. I expect that answer. I expect that reaction. So P gang. So I look at the quality. I'm like, okay, this is cotton, this is polyester, this is 80% 80-20 cotton, or 55-45, or 50-50 poly cotton, whatever. And then I got to the fabric. I'm like, okay, so this fabric cost me this amount of money. If it cost me $16 to make the hoodie, sell it for 40, 45. Why not your profit? But then that number is because sell it 50 or below. 50 or below, $10 less than your competitor. And it's a different style. Nobody, you're not gonna see at least right now, you're not gonna see everybody wearing the same thing you're wearing. People gonna be asking, where you got that from? And that's how you build that in different colors. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like a hood classic, like some hood. You know what I'm saying? Like a hood classic. And then you're like, damn, where you get that celebration? Oh shit, I should get that. Where you get this from? What's IG? Then you build that, you get to that level.
Right.
So that's why I like my pricing. I didn't want to make it too crazy. Even then, it hurts me because I don't want to make it too expensive. I don't want people to think I'm trying to jack their money. But then I'm looking at the business side. The business in me, like, I can't take a loss, a profit. I cannot take a net loss because I'm losing money. But people that don't have a business or a brand or selling stuff wouldn't understand that at all. They wouldn't. They just wouldn't. They were like, why does a hat cost $30? Why does it cost $30?
But those same people will go and buy a $50 hat that has a Nike swoop on it. I have always been very big on supporting small businesses. And so for me personally, this is just me. When I think of wearing something designer, I don't think of Balenciaga. I don't think of Gucci. I think of my sisters and brothers with the blood, sweat, and tears that have like put their work in for whatever it is that I'm wearing or buying from them. Like that's designer for me. Like I like that. But I appreciate that you did your research. I'm happy you shared that journey with us. And so let's talk about the music. Okay. So when you got into the merch, I feel like you probably definitely got heavier into the merch than you initially wanted to or thought you would, because as you said. So then you start adding on all these different things. You're still working and you work out consistently, right? Okay, so before we talk about, I want to end the conversation talking about your latest song. But before that, I want to talk about your weight loss journey, because I know you lost a significant amount of weight. What is your weight loss journey been like, and how has that helped you in your business life?
Thing, it's struggle with my weight, but here's the thing though, I'm kind of like I never blow up where it's like I'm Fat Albert. Not to discriminate or anything like that, but I'm just saying, I'm just trying to paint a picture for you just to show you like I've never seen it until like I look at my old self. You never see it in real time. I look at my old self like, damn, it looks like I'm expecting a baby. You know, like I'm expecting twins to drop out of my goddamn abdomen. Oh my God. So, you know, there's something there. But no, but I just I just realized like I look at myself, I'm like, I don't like feeling like this anymore. Like I was always eating, I was always like eating late, eating lying down after eating a whole pizza pie, eating cake and all that type of stuff. And we all love our sugar and our salt and our sweets and stuff. You know, I still dab a little something, but I wasn't working out as consistently. But then what I wanted to do was it's a lifestyle. Going to the gym and working as a lifestyle. You don't just go to the gym one day out the week and then go back the next month. You gotta be on that motherfucker 3 days a week, at least 2 to 3 days a week. So it really, for mentally, it really put me in a place where it's like, when you work out, you let off a lot of aggression, a lot of stress. You feel good. You get that, you get the adrenaline going. You get tired, but you keep pushing because you have an end goal. You know what I mean? My end goal was just to like, lose some weight and just, when you look different, you feel different, you act good, you feel good when you work out. You know what I'm saying?
Every aspect of life has to change. And your fitness aspect, you didn't say it, but I already know it. It allows you to be more clear with your mental thought. It allows you to have more energy, to be more focused. And it made you probably have to discipline yourself, period, because you had to fit that in now. Even if it's just 3 or 4 days, people don't even understand that. When you say you got to treat it like your wife, that means that you got to fit that bitch in 3 to 4 times a week, no matter what. No matter what. And if you don't, guess what? That bitch gonna act up. And you're gonna have a roll. You're gonna have a turkey neck. You're gonna have something where this bitch gonna let you know, yeah, I'm not happy. But I don't know. That's my take. What do you think? Do you think that when you're elevating in life in these different phases that you really have to get disciplined in all areas?
Yeah, making that bitch happy, but no, but yeah, I think you.
I be saying some crazy stuff. I know.
Saying it in a positive light is not derogatory. The people we love everyone. No,
right.
But
we're not talking about a real woman. We're talking about metaphor.
The GM in a respectful, positive way, lighthearted way. But it's a peace of mind. Yes, you're putting in hard work and putting in calories, but it's a peace of mind. You know what I'm saying? So when you have a peace of mind and then you come back and through your daily life, whatever you're doing, you have to have that same peace of mind because the gym is discipline too. Because if you miss 1 or 2 days, you feel like you missed 2 weeks. That means work ain't done. So whether it's I had to like follow up with the inventory order, where I have to go to the studio, where I have to make a beat, where I have to work on certain things. If I don't do it during this day, I'm losing time. I wasted a day of productivity. So for breaking, I want to stress that too. It's always good to take breaks. You don't always got to work. That's the standard, that's the goal, but you don't have to. It's okay to break. It's okay. I could take a step back and come right back in that thing. Whoop that thing up, you know what I mean? So it's kind of like how you elevate your game. What's the next step? How do you change your life, and how do you get better by not copying somebody, just being yourself and just doing what you got to do? You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm like, you know what? There's days where I got to be tough on myself, and there's days where I got to like just and just like, okay, this is what I gotta do. This is what needs to be done. You know what I'm saying? So I always want to take heed to that, and I want to make sure that people, excuse me, like really know how to like, maneuver that and get to where they got to get to.
That's awesome. All right. So before we wrap it up, let's talk about your music. You just released another song not too long ago. Let us know all about your new album, right? You got an album out. Did your album drop
It's
yet?
singles.
Okay, you
Nah,
got your
nah. I'm
singles.
actually working. Yeah, yeah. But I'm actually working on. I'm glad you brought it up. I'm actually working on the EP that I'm trying to drop first quarter of next year. Um, and these singles are like appetizers to get back to that music flowing because when I was been heavy on the merch and apparel and doing pop ups stuff like that, music took a back seat. But I'm at the point now where music is coming right back into the forefront because it's all about a rotation. Because C.E.L.L Beatz Productions is a whole family, is a conglomerate. You know what I'm saying? The apparel may be here, the music may be here, Jim may be here, being here. Now music is back up here. So we've been tackling them things. So like my latest single, which came out over the summer, is Hello featuring Lil Nix. It's a very fun Afrobeat, hip hop, R&B fusion track, dance, good time vibes, summer vibes. But you can still play it in the fall and winter time if you want to turn it up indoor. It gets hot up in here. So we it's a nice fun track. I produce all my songs, by the way. Everything you hear on my Spotify, Apple Music, all streaming platforms, YouTube. I produce the beats, the instrumentals, and everything. I have my music videos. You know what I'm saying? Like for most of my songs, I'm hands on with how the video comes out in terms of like ideas.
Dope.
Show people the music. You know what I'm saying? Show people that like I started out as an artist, a producer. You know what I'm saying? Don't let the merch fool you. Don't let that fool you. Don't let none of that fool you because I get busy and I show you why.
How do you define success?
Success, um, goals that you set up your current goals for your future goals because that means you're successful in stage one, stage two, stage three, stage four, stage five. Put goals, list goals, and you conquer them, and you have new goals automatically. You success because to those goals from the past, you accomplish them. They're already setting boundaries. You're already laying the foundation already. You building ground. You're building the house. All of your success, all of your levels of where you got to, it's like you're building your own house. Like you started from here, you did this at stage one, boom. Now it's the first floor. Now let's go to the second floor, boom. Doing this. This is my success here for this floor. It's done. Now let's go to the next third floor. You're building that whole tower. You know what I'm saying? It goes on and on and on and on because you're always elevating. What's next. You don't want to stay on the ground floor forever. You want to elevate.
Right.
And you want to rise up. So I definitely look at that as a big plus of success.
Do you have anybody you look up to as like a business person, business mogul, somebody you grew up seeing handling their business? Is there somebody you look up to like that?
Yeah, like I'll start off basically like Dr. Dre, one of my influences, because I came from NWA to Death Row to Aftermath, and Aftermath still plus this day with Beats headphones and how he transcended the music game. He's an icon, the greatest producer of all time, and branding, Dr. Dre. And of course, Jay-Z's an influence too because he's a natural born hustler.
Yeah.
But he's always been a businessman, but he does it on a professional scale, does it very well, taps to every outlet, everything that is gonna grow, or is like, I have the money I can invest, I know it's gonna work. I'm Jay-Z. And I'll throw this in here too. Kevin Hart's drive, man. think Kevin
Man,
Hart,
come on.
how he like this man does movies like every day. It seems he feel. Look, I
Him and
watch
The
his
Rock.
him and The Rock. The Rock's another one, but in Kevin Hart's case, his Netflix specials, his heart radio, he does every morning, I believe. I saw the Netflix documentary. You know when he had the whole scandal thing with the Oscars, one with the Oscars, the one with his wife, with he cheated on
First
his
wife,
girl or
his
something,
other,
his
yeah.
first wife. I saw the whole Netflix show. The world really turned on him, but he really worked his way to get back where he is.
Bro, keep elevating, keep like doing all this new stuff, because you got people like me who's gonna keep watching, keep taking notes, tuning in whenever I can, and let the people know how can they buy your products, find your music, give them all your socials, your handles, everything, how they can find you. And you guys know as well that posted in the description of this actual interview will be all the links to find his information to get to him as well. So go ahead and let them know.
So once again, thank you for having me on the platform, Janeah, Boss Conversations with That Talk. So yes, C.E.L.L Beatz, and you can find me on IG at C.E.L.L That's C.E.L.L MILLI. You're gonna see it right there on the banner right there. And also to find my music on all streaming platforms, C.E.L.L Beatz on all streaming platforms. So that's C.E.L.L Beatz. I don't know if y'all can see it, but it's right here on my nice acrylic LED light glow up right here. And also my merch, my website, if you want to get anything, t-shirts, hats, hoodies, sweatsuits, long sleeves, what you would call it, shorts, any apparel that you want to find, you can always go to C.E.L.L It's facing this way, so it'll probably be backwards, but C.E.L.L where you find all the latest C.E.L.L Beatz merch or inventory. You just hit me up, holler at me, and I'll get back to you as soon as possible so we can converse and talk and dialect of what you're interested in my product. So thank you very much. I really appreciate that.
Bro, do you have any last nuggets? You have any last nuggets you want to share with the people before we log out?
Yeah. I just want to say that don't let anybody deter your what you should and shouldn't do. Always believe in yourself. Always keep God first, and always do things with good intent. Because when you do things with good intent, the universe will bless you in a plethora of ways. So I just say, be kind to people, and the world will be kind to you.
Oh, that was great. That was awesome. Well, I thank you again for coming on. I'm so glad we finally got this done. This has been awesome. This was a really good conversation. And we're going to go out this show a little bit different. And we're going to go out with the brother's latest video. And so I hope you guys enjoy. I just want to give you a little bit of piece of his work before we end this thing. And peace, love, and blessings to you all. And hey, thanks for joining in on the conversation, this bossed up conversation, y'all. We love you.
Peace.
Yeah. Shake it. Big Unk.
Hey.
I had to dedicate a song to myself.
Yes, you do.
I know that. Call me Uncle C.E.L.L, right?
Uncle C.E.L.L.
Yes, sir. Alright, we saw you gonna do it. Let them know. Hello. I'm C.E.L.L with the teleport special. Bad chick with the two-piece, let's go. Touchdown, we gon' party in the end zone. No way I'm able in the friend zone. Hello, I'm C.E.L.L with the teleport special. Bad chick with the two-piece, let's go. Touchdown, we gon' party in the end zone. No way I'm able in the friend zone. We gon' party till the next day comes. C.E.L.L on the run with the squad team bums. Ain't no fun till the best thing comes. I headline the spot, the top drops amongst the eyes of the blinded. Me disguised as the uncle in the backyard. Where'd you find him? He danced like a drunk screw face with the funk. My mind is in the flux. All shucks, it got me. The matchbox poppy, come true, ease the stress. Once you pass through my hotel lobby, a safe zone probably. Private paparazzi, snap into a world in which you're up and on the nightly. I'm getting old, so it's getting hard to hit that. An underlying condition, it's a mismatch. Get back, it's a circulator. In fact, learn that, nurse that. Wait for her to bring it back. that hella. On sale with the teleport special. Bad chick with the two-piece, let's go. Touchdown, we gon' party in the end zone. No way I'm able in the friend zone. Hella. On sale with the teleport special. Bad chick with the two-piece, let's go. Touchdown, we gon' party in the end zone. No way I'm able in the friend zone. 2 high 5, that's a 10 wide. That's an army on the dance floor, oh my. It's a clubhouse, love train, like, comment, engage.
Are you gonna hit it from the back?
Maybe all day. I'ma need a little help with the top shelf. Por favor, get the Henny on the top left. Shaggy boom busted, tighten up the lockers. Now we're making progress, assure that we got this. Big unk in this element, enough gal sprinkled all around for the hell of it. Gonna take a nap for a little bit. Wake up on the poolside, ready for the main event. I think I'm born again. Amen, Lord praise him, looking so amazing. Stars in her eyes and I'm gazing. The ace of spade, the play my cards right. Uno out, cool vibes, live my best life. Hella, on sale with the teleport special. Bad chick with the two-piece, let's go. Touchdown, we gon' party in the end zone. No way I'm able in the friend zone. Hella, on sale with the teleport special. Bad chick with the two-piece, let's go. Touchdown, we gon' party in the end zone. No way I'm able in the friend zone. Let me holler at you, baby, just a minute.
What you want from me, boy?
In your ears, take a listen.
Enough man, I try talk. You know what?
There's a difference, I can make you feel real good.
Man, no, no, mission.
Yup, I'm the best man, groomsman, husband. Let me see your wristband, smoothness, yes
I
man.
really need to see it far.
Take you to the celly store, me or more. Hashtag that to explore more. You gotta be prepared for the grand tour. Parallel, park that ass into the dance floor. Nighttime vamping, seismic dancing. The people in the cup booed up, romancing. While I add another move to the salsa. Mixing with the cha-cha, two-step master. Unk vibes, good times, dope rhymes, smooth night. Let's ride. Hello, Unk sale with the teleport special. That chick with the two-piece, let's go. Touchdown, we gon' party in the end zone. No way I'm labeled in the friend zone. Hello, Unk sale with the teleport special. That chick with the two-piece, let's go. Touchdown, we gon' party in the end zone. No way I'm labeled in the friend zone. So you had a good time?
That was alright.
Yeah, I know you did, That's my little fun side, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, I want to get to know you a little bit more, you know what I mean, on a deeper level.
I see.
That's right. Oh, yeah, don't worry. Teleport's included.
At who expense?
At my expense.
I like sherry wine. Wanna grab these drinks and sit over there?
Ooh, okay. Hello.
Check